Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Kathy Dodd. This is a post-ski, post-hike yoga video. We're going to need a couple of things for this practice. One of them is a small pillow, or you could even fold a blanket a few times to make a small thickness like this. Also a wall space. So I found one time when I was traveling that I wanted to do some restorative postures in my hotel room, and wasn't that keen about lying on the floor. So I discovered that you can do this on a bed with your legs up the headboard or up the wall. So this whole practice could be done on a bed as well. So let's get started. You can go ahead and come onto your belly to begin. So we'll just lie down on the belly. Take your left forearm in front of you. You can see that I still have my socks on. And if you live where I do in Canada, you might keep yours on too, but socks on or off for this. Reach around with your right hand and see if you can grab your right foot. Okay, so if you can't grab the foot, even put a strap around your ankle and bring it towards you, or grab your pant leg. And if you've got that, bring your knees together, press your right hip bone down towards the floor, and bring the heel close in. So shouldn't be painful, but you should feel the stretch in the front of the leg and no compression in the lower back. Keep pressing the pubic bone down towards the mat, and we'll take one more breath here. Nice deep breath. And then we'll switch sides. Put your right forearm in front of you. Reach around, grab your left foot if you can, and then bring the knees fairly close together. And start to pull the heel closer in if you can. Keep the front of the left shoulder lifted, but the left hip bone pressing down towards the surface that you're on, either the floor or the bed. Okay. Again, take a nice deep breath here. Good. And then release that. And now we'll come on over and grab the pillow or your folded blanket. And I want you to take your feet against the headboard or the wall, whichever you're using, and lie back down. We're going to put the pillow underneath our hips. So bend your knees, press your feet in, sliding the pillow underneath the hips. So more, not so much the buttocks, have the pillow or the support a little bit higher than that if you can. And then stretch your left leg until you can really reach the sole of your left foot into the wall or the headboard. And then bring your right knee in towards your chest. So keep reaching in two opposite directions. Stretching the heel right into the corner, wherever the floor meets the wall, right into that corner. And then we'll switch sides. Put your right foot against the wall, bend your left knee, hold on to the front of it. Stretch your foot into the corner, into the wall, and bring your left knee towards your armpit. Off to the side is often a little bit better. And doesn't get so bunchy in the hip flexor. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And then let's go ahead and release it. Now you'll bend both knees again and roll to the side to come up. We're going to take the support or the pillow underneath the shoulder blades now. Lie yourself back down so that the pillow's underneath your chest, underneath your shoulder blades, and that your head is off of the support, off of the pillow. Not too much of a curve in your neck. If that's the case, you might need a smaller support. So chin not up, chin not tucked, but nice length on all four sides of the neck. Then take your arms straight out to the side to begin. Take a nice deep breath here. Then we'll take the arms up so that the palms are facing each other. Draw the shoulders back down and start to take the arms over the head. Go slowly with this. Try to keep your elbows straight. And when you run into a spot that might be painful, stop, back up. Try to integrate the scapula, the shoulder blades a little closer into the spine. See if that helps. And if you feel pain, that's your body's way of saying stop. So just go as far as you can go, honoring your body. If you can take the thumbs towards the floor or towards the bed, go ahead and do that. Keep your fingers spread. Press down with your thumbs. Stretch your feet towards the wall. And we'll take a nice deep breath here. And then bring the arms back by the sides. Oh, to the sides again. We'll do it all one more time. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders back. Inhale, start to take the arms up and over. Exhaling where you can, just go to where you can go without pain. Good. Then bring it back on up. And we'll change positions. Rolling over to the side, pressing on up. Take the pillow out or the support out. Go ahead and lie back onto your back. Now we're going to just get a little bit of a twisting motion happening in the legs. So keep your feet sitting bone distance apart and your knees sitting bone distance apart. Flex the feet a little bit so that you pull up the toes away from the floor. And then go down to the left with your legs and then back up and down to the right and back up. And we're just going to go a couple times back and forth like this. The feet flexed kind of helps keep the ankles from rolling over, and then come back on up. And now we're going to move a little closer to the wall. So scooch in, that's the technical term, is scooch. Bring your feet up the wall so that the legs are at about a 90-degree angle. So about shin distance away from the wall. Just slide your right foot up the wall, cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh, and then slide your right foot down the wall. Gently place your left hand into your inner thigh and just press the knee away from you without force towards the wall. Lengthen that hip out. Nice little hip stretch. There's a tends to be a flattening of the lower back in this pose if your hips are tight. So I don't want you to overdo it, but just a little curve in the lumbar spine. And if this is very easy, if you're more flexible in the hips, you can always bring the right foot away from the wall and bring the left shin closer in towards the chest. This will increase the stretch in the outer leg there. And then bring the foot back to the wall and we'll switch. Okay. Put your left leg up the wall in order to cross your right ankle on top. And then slowly slide the left foot down the wall again. And here, again, if your knee is coming closer to your chest than your foot is, take your right hand into the inner thigh and just gently press into the inner thigh until the whole hip opens up a little bit. There shouldn't be any pain in your knees at any time, or your hips for that matter. If there is, back up. And same thing here, arching the lower back just a little bit. So if it's flattened to the floor, see if you can get a curve back in your lower back. And then even taking the left foot away from the wall and bringing the left shin closer into the chest. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then go ahead and put the foot back on the wall. And now we're going to actually move even closer to the wall or the headboard, and depending on where you're at. So now, a couple inches away from the wall with your hips, legs straight up the wall. We're going to take the legs into a V. This might get tricky if you're limited on space, but see if you can take your legs into a nice wide V, fairly evenly spaced. So one leg not too much higher or lower than the other. Slight curve in the spine again. You can bend your knees a little bit if you feel it all in your inner knees. Bend the knees, but if it's just a general stretch in your inner thighs and you're not overstretching, then enjoy a couple more breaths here. Now bring your legs back on up together. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths with the legs straight up the headboard or up the wall, allowing the legs to be very heavy and relaxed. Even if the feet turn out a little bit, relax the legs. Relax the pelvis, let it be heavy. Your arms can be out by your sides, palms up. You can just enjoy as many breaths here as you like. We're just going to stay for one or two more. This is great after a flight as well. If you're ever on a long flight, legs up the wall afterwards. Very nice. So we're going to finish this up by bending the knees and coming to our sides, rolling up, pressing up. And that's it for the post-ski, post-hike yoga video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for dropping by. Namaste.